edition of the Pure Blood podcast. Tonight, I'm joined by none other than Tristan Tate.
You know, it's funny because I've known you years and you live with me, and I'm almost never on this podcast. And I'm a guy who lots of people want to hear fitness tips from, and I'm never on the podcast, the Pure Blood podcast. Why is that?
Well,
you don't invite me. Is that what it is?
Or I invite you and you never show up.
That probably is quite true.
Yeah.
But I like the name. I'm not doing the podcast because I like you, because obviously everyone knows I don't like you.
Of course.
But I like the name Pure Blood Podcast. Why Pure Blood? What does it mean to be a pure blood these days?
To be honest, it's very hard to be pure blood these days.
True.
Because we have all these toxins in the environment. We need to eat as healthy as possible. Because if you have a pure blood, you will have a healthy body.
Fluoride in the water, poisoning everybody.
Of course, but many other things.
Yeah, many other things.
Yeah.
That we won't mention because maybe I don't like doing your podcast because I don't want to get you in trouble. But maybe people at home can guess what kind of things they shouldn't be doing.
They can guess, but they also know that you already got me in trouble.
Yes, I do like to get you in trouble. You did go to jail for me. Respect for that. You are a G.
Thank you.
But let's say it's the Pure Blood podcast,
yeah.
Because we're against steroid use.
Correct.
No one
That
takes,
is true.
no one takes steroids. You know, when I went to America, the More Plates, More Dates guy sent blood testers to my house to check if I was on steroids.
You told me about this, yeah.
So you and all of your training that you do with me and all of the transformations I do, and people say, he's on steroids, and they think you are not a good trainer and I'm cheating, you're about to be proven completely correct because it's going to be proven that I've never taken steroids. Yeah. He sent they took 33 things of blood, bro. I had to go to sleep afterwards. It was bullshit.
They took a lot.
This is all your fault for getting me into good shape and getting the steroid accusations against me.
Okay, speaking about good shape. What if I put some steroids in your food? Sometimes.
And then I failed the drug test, and then you completely ruined my brand. You would get me. I mean, that would be kind of funny. I'm like, I look good, but I noticed because my penis doesn't work. So
it's true.
Yeah, it seems to work just fine because I'm out here making babies and everything's good. So can't complain.
Correct.
Someone in the chat just said your hair looks fabulous.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
I knew they were talking to you. I knew they were talking to you, yeah.
But speaking about training, how is training in Dubai? Because we all know that Dubai is amazing.
Yeah.
But how is training?
Well, I guess you're going to have to tell me why I feel so good. Because the hot climate makes training, fat loss, getting ripped somehow easier. When I'm in the cold winter in Romania on house arrest, working away in that gym, I feel it's just harder to burn fat. I never get my abs showing. The cold does something to me. Why in Dubai am I always in better shape? You can explain. Is Dubai magic? Is it the heat? What is it?
For sure it's the heat, because the heat will accelerate your metabolic rate. So you will burn more fat. But let's remember those days we were together in the gym. It's snow outside. It's hard for us to eat less calories than our maintenance.
Also true.
And here it's easy to undereat. We don't undereat all the time.
Yeah.
But we have days when we fast and we eat basically quality foods.
Yeah.
We only eat quality food like protein and some vegetables sometimes. But for example, now the diet that we have, we call it diet, but it's a nutritional program, is based on quality protein.
Well, I guess it is easier. And plus here, the good thing about Dubai is you can order any type of good food you want at any time of day. If you want a steak at 3 o'clock in the morning, you can order one and it shows up. But yeah, it is easier. I just every time I'm in a hot climate, I start feeling and looking better. In the summer in Romania too. But I think 1% of it, a small part of it, is that it's summer and I like to walk around with my shirt off.
Yeah.
And being a big fat loser with your shirt off is never acceptable and it's never cool. So, yeah.
That is correct.
The inspiration of the summertime. It's Dubai. There's lots of beautiful women around. Got to get our abs back. Got to get our arms back.
That is true.
That
is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
So it's the motivation.
Of
being around beautiful women. So if you live in a city with a bunch of ugly women, get into shape and then leave.
But also I believe that is the energy of the location. So basically, we are in Romania, which is a good country, by the way. I like it.
I'm saying nothing. I'm saying nothing. Of course, your country's good.
Okay.
I love your country.
And you will get a specific type of energy. You will feel in a specific way there. Here, because we changed location, here I'm feeling different.
So
I can train more. We are doing how many trainings a day? Two, three?
2, 3, yeah.
Like,
We're swimming kilometers in the ocean,
Yeah.
and I never swim in oceans ever. But, so Alex said, look, we've got this beautiful ocean behind us. It's about half a kilometer each way. We could swim back and forth. Every time we do it, it's 1 kilometer. Let's swim 1.5. Let's swim 2 kilometers. And I spent an hour researching with Marcel about what can kill me in the ocean here. And there are things that can kill you, but not inside the palm structure where we are. There's never been a big fish attack in the palm structure. And I did all this reading. So if you're watching at home and I die from shark attack, the internet lied to me, and Alex lied to me, and a shark ate me. If I disappear, it's because a shark ate me, and it's all Alex's fault. Because I'm now swimming in the ocean, even though I'm half black, and I hate swimming in oceans.
you also told me about that research that only one shark entered somewhere here.
Yeah, only one shark was ever seen in the
yeah.
palm, and it was a black tip reef shark, which isn't usually dangerous and doesn't usually attack people.
Okay.
But they saw one once because it's too shallow,
Yeah.
it's too warm,
Yeah.
the evaporation makes it too salty. As soon as they approach the palm, they swim back into the cold ocean where they like it. So we need to get Marcel swimming in the cold ocean outside of the palm as soon as possible. I'll tell him it's safe, and we'll set him up.
That is a good plan.
Yeah. So, I don't want to get you into any trouble. I'm not going to say the race of people. But why can Nigel and Marcel not swim very good?
It's a great question. I think it's related to their DNA.
Maybe. We're touching on we're on touchy subjects now, so as I said, let's not get you in trouble. But I think there are sports built for certain types of people. People around the world,
Yeah.
regardless of color and skin color, are built differently. The Chinese are good at gymnastics,
Yeah.
the Jamaicans are good at sprinting, and I've never seen a Jamaican win in a swimming event ever in a million years. So I think that, yeah.
Romanians are normally good at everything. Just
Good at everything?
Yeah.
Look, you had one good gymnast in like 1991 or 1983. It was back during communism, Nadia Comaneci.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, I've seen her once. I've
But
met her.
nobody took 10 plus.
Yeah, she was the first perfect 10 in gymnastics history.
And the last until now.
The last one?
Nobody took.
So she was the best gymnast ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But didn't she? What did she do after her gymnastics career? Didn't she like run away and start talking bad about communism and bad about Ceausescu?
I think she left the country and
Listen.
she went to America, I think.
Let me tell you something about communism. I don't like communism, and I hate communism.
Yeah.
But I don't like being poor, for example. But poverty helped me. It built me. It created me into the monster that I am. The business monster, the fitness monster, the kickboxing monster. I'm just saying, not to criticize Nadia too much, because she is from your country, and I actually have a lot of respect for her. Communism built her. This idea of she's a good gymnast, just make her do gymnastics all day, we need to look good at the Olympics. And then she goes and wins, and then she starts talking shit about communism. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like,
You know what?
You know-
this is true because communism basically in Romania helped the country a lot. Romania was the first country who never had debt.
it paid off its national debt.
Yeah.
No. There were some countries who tried to pay off their national debt. What did they have in common? So Romania paid off its national debt to the international banks.
Correct.
Iraq wanted to do this. Libya wanted to do this. Iran doesn't mess with the international banking cartel. Lots of countries want to do this. What happens to all those countries? What happens?
Well, the leader is killed.
Interesting. Yeah. And what happened to your leader again? I forgot. I'm not very good at history, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, a few things happened over in Romania.
Yeah,
But
that is true.
yeah, diet in a hot climate is actually amazing. I feel much better if I'm sitting out in the sun
Yep.
and I have a little bit of fruit. I feel full. In the winter,
Yep.
bro, Pizza Hut, Big Tasties, KFC.
I remember,
Yeah.
but we didn't do it like every day. Like we once a week, maybe sometimes.
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes.
But what's your plan? I mean, what you want to achieve? What's your goal in fitness?
In fitness?
Yeah.
My goal is very simple. I'm not a kickboxer anymore. I used to train to win fights, and I used to win a lot of my fights, and I used to care about kicking everyone's ass and beating my opponent. I had no goals in terms of aesthetics. I didn't care how I looked. I didn't care how my muscles were. I cared about how fast I was, how well I could punch, how well I could move. It's very different nowadays. I feel that I'm in a position where a lot of people look at me, and I saw a transformation. They tagged you the other day. And the man must have been maybe 44, 45 years old. He was big and fat. And he tagged you in the transformation on X. And he got ripped, six-pack. He's taking fire blood. He's following the advice inside the real world and the training programs that you're laying out to everybody. And he got into amazing shape. And when I see things like that, I just think that's fucking amazing. Because I look around at most men who are almost 37 years old. I'm approaching 40. You're just 1 year younger than me. And most guys our age look like shit. Yep. They look like total shit. And I think that the advantage you and I have, you with your football and your training and your fitness competitions, and me with my kickboxing, is we spent our younger years training hard, making sure we were in the best shape ever. So now it's much easier to kind of maintain. And with the audience I have and all the young people who watch me and the older people who are my age who are in terrible shape who watch me, I want to inspire people. That is all I want to do. I want to show that you can have a fun lifestyle. You can eat at fancy restaurants. You can drink a bit. You know, you can relax a bit. But also you can be in good shape if you put the work in. And I don't want to let myself get out of shape. And I don't ever want to look bad or look fat or get unhealthy because there's too many eyes on me. Even you've got a big YouTube subscription now. You've got hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram. Can you imagine all the people, especially in Romania, because you've got a lot of followers from Romania who look up to you. If you got fat, if you got, it's an inspiration thing.
Correct.
We want the next generation